Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're all really well. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday morning. Welcome to our second day of our autumn shopping event. We have 12 wonderful luxury brands that have joined us for what we love to call Stories Loves Autumn Fair. These brands have been handpicked by myself and my team to come on to our for one weekend only to offer all of you lovely people generous discount for our shopping event. And this morning we have one of our beautiful retail partners, A Beautiful Life. And the founder, Lydia, is going to be joining us this morning to talk a little bit about her one-stop website. So we'll just wait for her to join. Oh, she is on the ball. Morning, everybody. Hope you're well. You are really welcome this morning. We're just going to bring Lydia on with me from A Beautiful Life. 1 second. Good morning. Okay, just bear with us. Good morning, Lydia.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Yes, not too bad for a Saturday morning.
Same. I'm feeling a little bit more rugged today than I did yesterday. I don't know why.
Well, we've had a fun week.
We have had a fun week. We were at the Copper Ball together on Tuesday evening, was that?
Wednesday.
Wednesday evening. That just shows you exactly where my head is. Yes, we've had a very busy week and a very good week, a very joyful week, haven't we?
We have. It's been lots of fun.
So thank you so much for joining me this morning. Obviously, we are running our autumn shopping event, and we have asked like-minded brands and yourselves, online store, to come and join us and just really talk about your brand. You know, A Beautiful Life is the one-stop shopping place for British brands. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's just something. I've been in the beauty industry for, hate saying it every time, 28 years or so, and just so many wonderful British brands. And we're becoming a little bit sort of slightly obsessed with all the celebrities and the Kardashians and people, which nothing wrong with, of course, but just sometimes it's very hard for some of the smaller British brands to really sort of make their name in the industry. And this was something that I was becoming more and more aware of. And it was just an idea I had, and speaking to so many of the people I knew in the industry, I sort of said, look, this is what I'm thinking of doing. And everyone just almost just went, yes, you've got to do it.
Yeah.
Because I guess I didn't give it too much thought, really. It was just, right, they said, you've got to do it now. So within a few months, we'd launched.
Wow.
And the more I looked into it, the more I discovered so many incredible British brands. Even I didn't know we had quite so many. And so it's really been a journey of discovery for me in discovering so many of these incredible British beauty brands. And hopefully with A Beautiful Life, we can create a platform where people can discover those, because often you might want to support British brands, but not know where to find them all, or may not even know who they are. So at least this way you can come on and discover is one of my favourite words. Discover all of these brands that you may not have heard of before. And really it be a place where you can trust our good products as well. So we don't just let anyone on, so to speak.
Yes.
It's bestsellers, it's hero products, or it's products that we personally really do recommend, so people can trust that, especially right now, what they're spending their money on is tried and tested and genuinely a good product that we recommend.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love, one of my questions was going to be that hero product, because you will go onto your beautiful website and you will see beautiful brands, some that I'm only starting to experience, which is beautiful. But first of all, one of the quotes that stands out for me on your website is, life is more beautiful when we all come together to offer each other support. I love that. So you have brought brands on there that you feel personally that needs to be put out there and experienced. But not only that, you know, when we go onto an online store, we're overwhelmed sometimes with so many products from
Yeah,
each brand. And then we don't know, even if we know we're going to go for one brand, we think, oh my goodness, but there's so many SKUs in those brands. How am I going to pick? So what I love about your website is that you have pulled out the hero products of those brands that you love.
yeah. It's
What,
quite important.
why did you do that, or what was the reasoning behind that?
Well, you know, I've got lots of friends who, you know, being in this industry a long time, are in the beauty industry, but I've also got people like my sister who don't work in beauty, and I asked them for their feedback too, and that was actually something that came up, that she, you know, she'd go on to some of these beauty e-commerce sites, click on eye cream or something, for example, and 200-300 examples would come up, and she didn't know what she was looking for. Like she said, I don't know the ingredients, I don't know
Yeah,
what I should be looking for. And then they just revert back to the sort of same old, you know, thing that they've been using for years. Oh, well, I know that, you know, that must be good if it's a big name. Whereas with the smaller names, even though these were wonderful products, there was a little bit of nervousness, I guess, about trying something new. And that way we just want people eventually to feel and genuinely trust us as that these are good products. And as I mentioned earlier, you know, people's money is very important now, and
yeah,
don't mind spending if a product is good. We're sort of buying less, but we don't mind spending a bit more on those products as long as we trust they're good. So
yeah,
it's just really providing that environment where people, I'm spending a certain amount of money on this product, I trust it's going to be good. And
yeah.
that's something that we will build over time. It's not going to happen overnight, but hopefully people will feel, you know, parting with their money, that they're going to get a product that really is going to deliver on the benefits that we say they are. And
Yeah.
generally, you know, that's why we it's my least favorite part of the job, telling brands no, that they're not right for us, but it's equally as important that customers feel it's an environment to trust.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that. And I mean, we've been partnering together for quite a while. But I actually, when you look on your website, it's so beautiful and you're really expanding. So you'll see well-being, skincare, bath and body, hair care, makeup, fragrance, and mother and baby. I love that you've introduced that. And you've gifts for him as well. So you're doing a really wide range. And what is your background? Do you come from beauty? Did you know what you wanted when you started this? Did you know who you wanted to come on, or have you gone on a completely exploratory experience to really just delve into the world of beauty? Because there's a lot of independent brands on there, which I love that you're supporting. Because we, you know, with us being independent as well, it's so difficult sometimes with the noise out there in the industry to get a voice. So firstly, what did your history, you know, your past, was that in beauty?
Pretty much most of it, yeah. As I said, 28 years or so. So I initially, well, I did a year of beauty therapy growing up in Devon. That was pretty much the only opportunity given to you. But makeup was my real sort of passion starting out. So I moved to London, gosh, when I was not even 18, to go to the London College of Fashion to train as a hair, makeup and fashion stylist. And that was sort of started my journey into this, really. So I've, over the years, gosh, so many different variety of jobs, but always within the sort of beauty industry. So brands, magazines, events, promotions, everything, you name it. And that's really given me, weirdly enough, now that I'm running my own business, I'm using all of those skills and all of that experience in some format. But it's really given me, I guess, an insight into what makes a good brand. I like to believe I know a good product when I see it or when I try it. And this, you know, it is a really baffling world, you know, from sort of in the last 28 years, gosh, when I started out, there weren't that many products, and now there are just so many. And it's really quite daunting if you don't know what you're looking for. But in terms of the products I brought on board, I knew some, but I certainly didn't realise quite how many wonderful ones there were. And it has been a voyage of discovery for me. I mean, my skin has never been better.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
discovered
sure.
real favourites along the way. And, just the quality of products, I wanted to support British brands and encourage people to support closer to home. But little did I know quite how incredible most of these products were. I knew there were some good ones, but I've been blown away with the quality, and the people behind. I've met, like yourself, I've met some wonderful people along the way, founders of all these brands who really do have great stories behind why they created them and have put so much of their love and experience and passion into creating these products. So that's, with each brand I meet, almost, it reinforces to me that I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah,
And and as we have done, I've been bringing brands together to work together as well, because we're all that family. I love that word family. I mean, I used to hate cliches, but it
yeah,
is that working together and being a family and spreading the word about all the wonderful products we have. And it is, if we all come together and shout loudly enough, people will start to realize that
yeah,
some great products here, and they're worth discovering, really, because the quality is exceptional, and the results prove themselves.
yeah.
Most people who've tried the products on the site always come back and say, wow, these products are incredible.
Yes.
Haven't had any bad feedback on any of the products we've got on there. So
Yeah. And you know what's so lovely is there's no competitiveness. And I love that because when I started in this industry, I had no background whatsoever in the beauty or fragrance world. Um, and actually, I find, especially, when I come together with, people that you've brought together, everybody's there to support one another. I love that. You don't feel it's competitive, that you have to get out there first. It's very much no, we're all in this together, let's support. And you get that so much from yourself as the founder, and I feel that's why myself as the founder of a brand who's on your website, and others that I've spoke to that are there as well, we get that support from you and Debbie, and that you really do shout about us and want to support us in any way. So thank you for, as a founder, for doing that.
it's not.
And but what is the plans? Is it always going to be the best of the British beauty? Do you plan to go international, or obviously you can you can post across the world, but in terms of bringing other brands on board, are you going to still focus on British, or yeah?
That's our USP, really, and we have to stick true to that, and there are loads of really wonderful websites out there where you can buy products from all over the world. That's not who we are, and you have to stick true to what you started out. That's sometimes often what goes wrong with retailers. They try to do too much, and it loses the appeal that it often started with. And so it's really, really important to me. I mean, I didn't start this just to make as much money as possible. It was really a lifestyle choice and doing something that I felt passionate about. So I do really want to make sure we stick to that. We only post across the UK now, and definitely that is something we will consider in the future. Just from looking at the statistics of people who visit our website, there's a big percentage, certainly from the USA, who do seem to just love everything British. So that does make sense to me.
Yes.
So we will look to do that. But again, it's getting the core things right first, rather than trying to do everything at once. So when we've got ourselves to the point where we feel we're where we want to be, then we will look to expand in shipping internationally. Definitely.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
radar, so to speak. But we still feel we've got so much that we want to do as it stands with what we've got now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're a small company, so it takes time. You know, we don't have huge investment to just suddenly do everything at once.
Yeah,
It's
I know what that's like. It is so difficult, and I suppose it's one of the things that we do ship worldwide, but we've really focused on home territory with the UK and Ireland, and I just think you don't have that big investment when you're a small independent brand, so you have to do it small, and you have to get your core products right. And just like yourself, it's so lovely though to see how your website is really growing and expanding there. So, obviously this weekend is the Stories Loves Autumn Fair. You've kindly offered a very generous discount code for people to shop on your website this weekend. Now, what I love about this, to date, we've had brands on board, but people can go to your website and they're going to have a lot of exciting product on there that they could buy. They could probably get all their Christmas gifts on there, no problem whatsoever. So thank you so much for offering your us a code, and we'll share at the end how somebody can access that. But talk us through your website. It looks easy to me. If somebody wants to shop, do they go on? Do they browse? What is delivery time? How do they enter a discount code? All that, just the gist of the website.
Well, I'm told it is very easy to navigate. So, we've got all the categories on there for what you're looking for. And being, not huge volumes, we've got over 60 brands, so still quite a lot to choose from, but it's not daunting as such. So you can go into the category you want. It's easily broken down in skincare, in terms of cleansing and moisturizing and serums. So it's very easy to navigate, so I'm told, because it is kept quite simple. You can click onto the brands if you've got certain brands you're looking for, and they're all listed alphabetically under there. If you've got any questions, it's worth pinging us over. We can't, being a small team, answer straight away, but if you really are concerned about which products to choose, it's worth dropping us an email, and we'll try and give you as best advice we can. But it is keeping it simple and just looking, with skincare now, it doesn't have to be so complicated. We try to write our opinions of things on there as well, so that, you genuinely are getting our point of view rather than just a regurgitated sort of products. And it is very simple. At the end, you just put in your discount code and the discount will come off. So it's super easy. All of the products are dispatched by the brands themselves, as you know, so that's very much the way it works. So we rely on the brands themselves posting things out on time, but again, I've never really had any issues generally. Brands like yourself are always very quick to get the products posted out. And I always get great feedback from the brands that everything's packaged beautifully and arrives but they will arrive separately as well. So if you order different brands, they will all arrive separately. But
the lovely thing about that is it's nice that you're getting all that really attention from each of the brands as well. So you do get that whole experience, which is different. So what, I'm on the editorial right now. I'm just looking at it on your website, and you've got great information there that people can go on and read. But what my mind was drawn to, because we're a gender inclusive brand, was the movement of men in makeup. And I love that. I love the fact that it's very open, the website, for people of all gender to come there and shop. And how are you finding that that this is more, that men are coming to shop and look for makeup for specifically for their skin, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It is crazy. It's a conversation I've been having a lot of lately, in that actually makeup started with men. Men were the first people to wear makeup, going way back in history.
Right.
So silly, really, that now it's sort of gone through that stage of, oh, men can't wear makeup, that's something for women. And makeup really is, the best makeup is there to enhance. So why shouldn't men enhance what they've got? And the makeup now for men is so natural. you can't tell that they're wearing it. It just helps to cover up any imperfections, whether that's spots or partying too hard and slight
Yeah.
bags under the eyes, or just wanting to give a little bit of extra bronzer, when we're all looking a bit sort of pale and washed out in the winter season. So it's incredibly natural, it's incredibly high quality, and there isn't a huge difference between men and women in terms of, men have just been using women's makeup, but I think it's nice to feel from a male point of view that these ranges are considerate of them, and they have additional things, like beard grooming and eyebrow grooming, and little things that men will actually, they've looked at men individually as to how they want to enhance their looks. And I think just knowing it's a men's makeup makes it less taboo as well. You're not actually using a girl's product, it is actually designed for a man, and I think there's something in that
Yeah.
men like.
Absolutely. No, I absolutely agree. So I know I cannot ask you about your own hero products because it would not be fair. But I just, what can you tell people to find your website? If you want to share that, because I am dying to say, what do you wear? What do you got on your skin? But I don't want to do that because I don't want to
Well,
put any.
or his fragrance.
Well, you're allowed to say that. It's the only one you're allowed to wear.
I genuinely do. Everyone always asks me, what fragrance are you wearing?
I know.
Smells absolutely divine.
I loved when we were together on Wednesday evening that you had said that, you get stopped in the supermarket, you get stopped places and asked what you're wearing. But no, it's great. I love that. And thank you for wearing it because it means so much. But in terms of your website, what is your website then, so where people can find you?
So it's just abeautifullife.co.uk rather than .com. So
Yeah.
it is what it says on the tin, A Beautiful Life, beauty and lifestyle. So, pretty much you will find most things on there. And also if something's on there that you think we should have, again, just as an email, because we're always interested to hear
Yes.
point of view in terms of things that they're looking for on a website. We're trying to be responsive, so we want to hear people's feedback, and we are here to help. We are a small family, myself and Debbie, who's come on board recently, so we're experts in the industry. We've worked in it a long time, so as I said, we like to feel we know what we're talking about.
Yes. And you do, you both do, you both are absolutely amazing. And send Debbie my absolute thanks. She put on an incredible Wednesday night, her and the team. So say hi to her. I've seen her jump on a few lives this week, and be very supportive. But yeah, so really what is don't share your discount code, but what are you giving people this weekend?
Pretty much a discount off all of our products. So
Brilliant.
and find on the website.
Yeah, it covers.
So worth doing Christmas shopping, either treating yourself or doing it in advance, for people you love. There's a really great cross section of products on there, and I can just give my word really that they've all been tried and tested, and I genuinely do rate,
Yeah.
they're really high quality products, and the results speak for themselves. I
They do. Absolutely. Uh, so what I would say, for if everybody's listening and you're wanting to go and look on the Beautiful Life website, you can actually go to the link in our bio, which will take you to our autumn fair page. On there, you will be able to get access into our autumn fair and then access into a Beautiful Life website. There's links and all there, and you will receive access to the generous discount code that Lydia's kindly shared with us. But thank you, Lydia, so much for taking time out on your Saturday morning. I'm sure you would love to be hopping around in your slippers or feet up having a cup of coffee rather than getting ready.
But that's fine.
I know. I just was thinking, if anybody asked me what I have on my feet, they wouldn't actually want to see down below.
Toenails are painted.
I know. But listen, thank you very, very much.
Nice.
I will post the video, this live, after we finish. And also I'll put a link through for everybody who has joined us this morning that can link through and just browse your beautiful website. It's beautiful. The editorials and everything there are amazing and amazing information. And for all of you that are following us, do remember that Lydia will get back to you if you have any questions on product or what you're wanting to buy or experience on there. So Lydia, thank you. Have a lovely Saturday.
And you.
And really hope Q4 is brilliant for you. Christmas season will be brilliant for you guys as well. And I will see you soon.
Take care.
You take care. Have a good day. Bye.